I
The
think you should be able to.
Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Thank you. As we mentioned, this Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. Shiva Tzalmanavshi, Yerushalayim, care of Zoom. Our first year, we're learning Pierke Avos in the 6th parak. And the Brisa here in the 6th parak mentioned the 5 kinyanim HaKadosh Baruch Hu acquired in his world. We have to understand in general what that means. We're not dealing with that question yet. What does it mean that Hashem acquired something in his world? Everything was made and acquired by Kadosh Baruch Hu. So what's the uniqueness and the meaning of that these 5 things were acquired by Kadosh Baruch Hu, meaning those things that listed in the Brisa, Torah, Shemayim V'aretz, Yisrael, and then finally the Beis Hamikdash. You have to understand what that means, if these were special acquisitions made by Kadosh Baruch Hu in his world. But the specific question we're dealing with now is that Avraham Avinu is mentioned as one of the 5 here in the Bryce and Avos, and the Gemara in Psachim, when you have a similar listing, Avraham Avinu is missing from that list. Only 4 things are mentioned. Avraham Avinu is not mentioned, and that was one question. Second question is that the pasuk, which is used as a proof for the fact that Avraham Avinu is something that Kadosh Baruch Hu acquired in his world, is a reference to the bracha that Avraham Avinu received from Melchizedek at the end of the war, when he defeated the 4 kings who had previously defeated the 5 kings that we read in last week's parsha, Lech Lecha. And the question is, there's no mention of the Kinyan in reference to Avraham Avinu. So the question is, and we'll repeat this now inside, this is what we'll pick up, that how does this reference to Shemayim V'aretz being a Kinyan reference itself to also Avraham Avinu? So let's take a look at that again, how the question is stated and how it's answered. That will be, as we said here, in that second paragraph,
Rabbi,
yes.
please admit Roy.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. I don't see, one second, hold on a minute. I don't see him as wanting to come in. I don't see him on my admit list. Could you message him, or I'll tell you, maybe maybe you can do it from you. Let me make you, if I make you the host, maybe you'll read him.
Okay. He just called me and said he's trying to get in.
Okay. So you're the host. Maybe you'll see him and be able to admit him.
Okay.
Okay. You're getting your reading. You have to let me, now you have to let me share, because you're the host. You have to let me share.
Okay. I'm just sending him an invitation. Roy? We don't see you trying to come in.
Oh, I've got there's another meeting in progress. That's what I've got here.
Okay, so you're probably sending the wrong person.
No, I've got from my personal meeting room. There's a title.
And it says he has another meeting going. Try again. Try exiting and coming in again.
Okay, well I can look out for me from time to time.
Okay, I'm the host now, so I'm looking out for you.
Okay, thanks. I'll go out completely and come back in again. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Rabbi, you should be able to share.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Any word with Roy? Is he able to come in?
I don't see him still. I've got my participants list displayed and I don't see him. So I told him to go out and come back in and see if that will help. He said he was getting an error message.
Okay. Um, maybe he has a different link, or maybe a different Zoom link.
So he should have the correct link now.
Okay, very good. Hopefully. All right. In the meantime, let's just again from this paragraph, the second paragraph would be beginning with the word lefikach. Okay, and we'll start with the end of that first line. Umevi raya, if you see it there.
Umevi Raya, and he brings a proof. Mide Kasiv Baruch of Avram Lakel Elyon Konei Shemayim Va'aretz. As it is written, blessed is Avram of God on high, acquirer of heaven and earth. Avagav delo kisiv lashon kinyan rak al shemayim va'aretz. Even though,
So that's the. Yep. Go ahead.
even though. Oh wait, here he is. Here's Roy. Hello, Roy. Admit. Okay, here he comes. Even though that it only wrote an expression of the acquisition of the heaven and the earth, Nicomakom, nevertheless, is it not for emphasis, Abraham, that he is an acquisition of Hashem, and not and
First of all, good morning, Roy. Good to see you here. I'm glad you got in. So we're in the right here in the paragraph, beginning with that word lefikach. That again, as it's written here, the raya that Avram Avinu was one of the 5 kinyanim of the Kadosh Baruch Hu is because of the pasuk that mentions that Baruch Avram Lekel Elyon Konei Shemayim Va'aretz. Afal Gab, this is what he says. Even though it's not written there, Lashon Kinyan Rak al Shemayim Va'aretz, there's no reference of Kinyan in that pasuk except in reference to the Shemayim Va'aretz. So, question is, how is that in fact a raya? That Avram is a Kinyan. The Kinyan is only referencing Shemayim Va'aretz. So the answer is, this is the beginning of the answer, Mikol Makom.
Nicomakom, nevertheless, Elav, is it not Digam, that it's emphasizing Abraham, that he is an acquisition of Hashem. And it did not write about him, acquirer of heaven and the earth. Dema aninu lekan. That what is the relevance to here?
So, okay, just let's clarify what he's saying. Mikol Makom Elav, the gam here, the gam here in this case, I think means the gam that also, the gam. If it wouldn't be mikol makom, if it wouldn't be Elab the gam that Avramino was also a kinyan of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, lo kasiv etzlo kaina shemai va'aretz. It wouldn't have been written by him the whole concept of kinyan, of shemai va'aretz. The ma inyan lakan. What does that have to do with this here?
What is that? What is the relevance of that to here? And there's no relevance to the bracha.
Right. Now, we clarified this a little bit yesterday, that true enough, that this reference, Konei Shemai Va'aretz, is a reference to a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And so you could say it's relevant because it's a reference to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, from whom the bracha is coming from.
Right.
But it wouldn't be necessary to mention anything about the Shemayim V'aretz. You could have just mentioned plainly the bracha is coming from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the referencing of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's ownership, acquisition of the Shemayim V'aretz seems to be relevant to what's being discussed and mentioned over here. That he, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who is Kohen Shemayim V'aretz, is also the God who is Kohen Avram Avinu as well. Because as he says, if it wouldn't be relevant, there's no necessity to put it down here. Okay.
Ella kach erusho Baruch Avram lekel elyon konei shemayim va'aretz ukamo shekina shemayim va'aretz kach kina Abraham alav. But rather, this that we explain, blessed is Abraham of God on high, the acquirer of heaven and earth, is like that he acquired the heaven and the earth. Here, he acquired Abraham a love upon it.
Yeah, this word alav, elakach perusho Baruch Avram lekel elyon kanei shemaretz ukamo shekanei shemayim va'aretz kach kona Avraham alav. I think the alav is going on the. No, not really. I'll tell you what, um, I want to work on this a little bit more.
Yeah. That was a quote from Plummer. What do you want me to tell?
What he's meaning here. The meaning is that
Oh,
just as Kadosh Baruch Hu is punished my words,
his number.
likewise
Okay.
he's koina Abraham as well. Um,
Number. Oh.
I think let's I tell you what, I want to come back to this. Right, let's leave this for now. I want to come back to this if I can. I want to find some more commentaries that explain this.
Okay. All right. So, Vayomer Yisrael Kinyan Echad. It says that Israel is one acquisition. Shaharei Bod Bevadai Yisrael Haim Am Echad. That we see that certainly Israel is one nation. Dichsiv, as is written in Shemos, Mi Ke'amda Israel Goy Echad Lo Yish Tachaf Davar Am Yisrael. Who is like the nation of Israel, a nation, it's a unique nation. It does not. What is yishtacha? Is yishtataf? Yishtatef.
That the Yishtatef means to join and be partnered with. It says Yisrael is a kinyan echad. Shai bevadi Yisrael heim amechad. Definitely, Klal Yisrael is one nation. Iksiv with Shmuel. It says in pasuk Shmuel, Mika amcha Yisrael goy echad v'lo Yishtatef davar im Yisrael. Maybe it's worthwhile seeing the pasuk there. One second. We have a Shmuel nearby.
Muel. Muel. Bet Zion.
Where's Shmuel? Where is Shmuel?
Bet Zion.
646. Shmuel, what, Shmuel 2? Oh. Yeah.
I see Bet Zion, but it doesn't seem to be relevant.
1 second. Echad, Goy Echad. 1 second.
Was it Shmuel what? Was two or
The
one?
Shmuel Bey,
Book one or
Shmuel,
book
the
two?
book 2,
This is
chapter
two.
7.
In the wrong
Beg your
book.
pardon? It's,
So it's a
Chapter
yeah,
7.
it's in chapter 7, book 2, chapter 7, Pasuk Kaf Gimel. Pasuk Kaf Gimel.
Ah, Tough Kimmel. 23. Okay. Let's see. 23. Kaf Kimmel. Mi kamocha to Yisrael goy echad ba'aretz. Who is like your nation Israel, a unique nation in the earth? Asher halachu Elokim, that Hashem went leaf to redeem lo la'am to him for a people vilasum lo to himself shame sos to make himself a name lachem for them hagidulah v'noros and to do the great things la'artzecha for the land mipnei amacha asher paditza lecha mimitzrayim goyim velo hav, driving out from before thy people whom thou didst redeem from Mitzrayim, the nations and their gods. Velo hav is their gods.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
but it's different. It's not in our work. It's Aleph Lamed Yud Nun Yud Vav. Here it's Vav Aleph Lamed Chet Yud Vav. Hey Yud Vav. It's different word. Okay, I'm a little bit confused about the how this
And which word is different?
the last word of Pasuk 23 is Velohav.
Right. Real right.
They're gods. And the last word that we have
Right.
is Elav.
Um, no, that Elov is going on the previous pasuk with Avraham Avinu,
Right?
right? Pasuk in Shmuel that's quoted by us in the document is not the full pasuk,
Right.
right? You see that?
Yeah, but I don't see where the two psukim line up.
You see in the document the reference to Shmuel, Ki mi kamoka Yisrael goy echad.
Mi kamocha, okay, see that. Mi kamocha, B'ki Yisrael Goy Echad. Okay, I see it. Okay, so it's all right. Ba'aretz,
Right,
that's it. Goy Echad. That's where the similarity stops.
yeah, he only quotes half the pasuk, right?
Okay, so who is like your nation Israel, a unique nation?
Right. Right. Lo yishtatev davar im Yisrael, meaning there's nothing else included in that pasuk except the reference to Klal Yisrael.
Right.
We Klal Yisrael stand apart and independent from everything else in the world.
Right.
The more we have to do, the more association we have with the rest of the world, the worse we are. Our success is if we remain independent and separate from the rest of the world. The more we intermingle and relate to the rest of the world, the more we lose our unique identity. And the more we lose our unique identity, the more we assimilate, the greater danger we are in having a lot of undesirable things happen to us, Hashem.
Right.
Assimilation is a poison for Klal Yisrael. Absolute poison. Our advantage, our success is exactly what this pasuk says. Goy echad ba'aretz. We are a unique, exclusive nation in the land. The Irishmen and the Italians, they can mix all they want. The Chinese and the Ethiopians, they can mix as much as they want. No problem. But Klal Yisrael, if we dare mix with the rest of the world, we're going to be in big trouble. We lose our status.
Okay, so that's why it says we don't join
Right. Lo yishtatef davar im Yisrael. There's nothing associating with Klal Yisrael.
right.
Okay. Let's continue on.
V'chol davar shehu echad kinei efshar lomar shehu kinyano shel hakadosh baruch hu kamo shehis ba'ar lamala. And all and everything that is unique, we see that it's possible to say that it is an acquisition of Hashem, like we explained above. Aval davar she'eno echad lo yomar al zeh shehu kinyan shel hakadosh baruch hu she mehakasuv am zu kinyan ein roy shehem kinyano shel hakadosh baruch hu. But a thing that is not unique, we don't say about it that it is an acquisition of Hashem. Meha kasuf, from that which is written, Amzu, this nation, Kinyan, Kanis, this nation is acquired. Ain Roy, it's not appropriate. Shehem Kinyan, that they are acquisitions, that they are his acquisitions, that they are the acquisitions of Hashem.
Right. That has been explained before. The right for all these things to be considered to be kinyanim, possessions of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is their unique exclusiveness. So as long as they're unique and exclusive, so they have a right to be a possession of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And if we lose our uniqueness, we lose our exclusiveness, primarily when you're referring to Klal Yisrael through assimilation, so we lose the status of being a possession of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So just as if you had a king, Basar V'dan, you have a human king, and so he has his palace, he has his royal belongings, his royal possessions. So as long as the things that he owns are considered to be his possessions, no one would dare to misuse or even touch anything that belongs to the king. Likewise, Klal Yisrael, as long as we are loyal to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that gives us our status of being unique and exclusive, so we have that special relationship of being a possession of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so we remain safe and protected by that. The fact that we have a connection to the creator of heaven and earth, so that gives us a special status, and with that special status comes a special protection. Okay.
He אפשר לפרוש מפני כי גאולם ממצרים בשייך וזה קניין because it is possible to explain the reason or to explain why we were redeemed from Mitzrayim, and it's proper.
Right. Since it's possible, it is possible, the first to explain mipnei, because Ki ga'ala mitzrayim, since Klal Yisrael was in fact redeemed from Mitzrayim, b'shayich b'zeh kinyas, and it's also possible, shayich, it's possible b'zeh, through this acquisition, kinyas.
It's possible through this acquisition, nevertheless, Mikom Makom, Lo Kinyano bishvil kach kinyan shel hakadosh baruch hu. It's not his acquisition because of this acquisition of Hashem. I'm not following the logic here.
Okay, like this again. From the beginning of the sentence, Efshur the forest, since it is possible to explain, Mipnei ki galam mitzrayim, since they were redeemed from Egypt, v'shayach b'zeh kinias, and it's possible through this a acquisition, meaning when the Kadosh Baruch Hu redeemed us from Mitzrayim, it would be possible to say that would have been our moment of being acquired by Hashem. It would be possible. Nevertheless, lo nikro Yisrael kach kinyan k'shel Kadosh Baruch Hu. Nevertheless, it's not called because of this a kinyan of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Meaning, the pasuk, which refers to Klal Yisrael being a kinyan of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, is not one of the psukim which is dealing with Kadosh Baruch Hu's redemption of Klal Yisrael from Mitzrayim. It's rather the pasuk at the Yam Suf. That pasuk at the Yam Suf is the pasuk which is referenced and the proof that we are a kinyan of a Kadosh Baruch Hu.
So the pasuk, we're talking about the pasuk in Shmuel.
No. The pasuk, 1 minute, we have to go back to, hold on. If you have your first document number 1.
Right, I have it.
Okay. So you go to the top of the page there, it says Yisrael, Kinyan Echad.
Yisrael kinyan echad minayin dichsi. Where is it written? Shemos. So it's Shemos that we want to quote. Tetvav. Ad ya'avur amcha Hashem. Ad ya'avur amcha zu kinyan va'omar zu kinyan. So until you pass the nation of Hashem, until you pass, this is the kinyan. This is the acquisition.
Right. That pasuk is in the Shir Shoyam. I'll tell you where it is. Pasuk Tesvav. Let's see, pasuk. Pasuk Tesvav. Pasuk Tezayin. Chapter Tesvav, pasuk Tezayin.
Tes Zion. Tes Vav, Tes Zion. Tipol alehem emasav avachad bigdol zroecha yidemu ka'even ad yavor amecha Hashem ad yavor amzu kanisa. May dread and terror fall upon them at the greatness of your arm. May these be still as stone until your people will pass through, Hashem, until this people you have acquired will pass through. So the passing through is the acquisition.
Right. Through our passing through the Yam Suf, HaKadosh Baruch Hu acquired Klal Yisrael.
Right. Okay.
Not the redemption from Mitzrayim, which could have been that would have been sufficient. That would have been also okay. But that's not the verse which is being brought as a proof. This pasuk we say in the Shir Shel Yam every day. It comes at the very end of Sukkot Zimra before Yishtabach. If you notice in your siddur, you'll find it there in your siddur.
Right.
So this is the pasuk which is used as a proof for the acquisition of Klal Yisrael.
Okay, but when it says lo nikrav bishvil kach, what's it mean? It's not, we were not acquired because of this. What's this? What's kach referring to in this place?
Even though we could have cited a pasuk dealing with the redemption of Klal Yisrael from Egypt itself, nevertheless, it's not called Bishvil Kach because of this, a kinyan of a Kodesh Baruch Hu, meaning the redemption of Klal Yisrael was not enough to be called a kinyan.
So the redemption at the sea is what is not a kinyan.
No, that is the kinyan. The kinyan, the passing through the Yam Suf, that was the kinyan, the acquisition of Klal Yisrael as a possession of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And it wasn't the redemption from Egypt.
The redemption would belong to us.
Excuse me?
The redemption would belong to us. We were redeemed from Mitzrayim, and that's our status that belongs to us. But then we belong to Hashem. We were acquired by Hashem by going through the sea. That was the sign. That was the yeah.
Not really clear to me yet what the difference is. It could be, as you're saying, Roy, the redemption means simply taking us out of Mitzrayim. That's something that's happening to us. But it doesn't necessarily indicate that we're now coming into the possession of a HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The redemption from Egypt could be maybe we're simply free slaves. But doesn't necessarily indicate that we are acquired by HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Well, we have to be redeemed before we can be acquired, because by being redeemed, we're purified more, and we're not tainted by the dust of Egypt, and by being we're brought to a status where we can be brought into the heavenly court, so to speak.
right? It wasn't a complete process. The redemption from Egypt was part of the process, but it was not the complete process,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm.
Okay, let's see. All right, let's leave this last paragraph to finish up for next week. Clean header.
All right.
And also we have to try and go back and clarify the previous point about Avram Avinu. Okay, so we have a few things to clear up yet.
I have a question though.
Yeah, Rory, go ahead.
When you acquire something, you want it for a particular purpose. So what's the purpose of Hashem acquiring us, or acquiring the heavens, the earth, and Abraham, and so on? What's he doing it for? What's he going to do with his acquisitions? You're not going to just put us on display. It's for something.
Right. Okay, so that's a good general question, but you have to try and answer. If you could remember to bring that question up next week.
Yeah, I'll try.
We'll try and deal with it next week, okay?
Okay. By the way, I can't hear you that well. I don't know about about Lou and Meir, but you're very soft. I didn't want to bring it up before because I can make out what you're saying, but it's I have to really listen hard, which is probably a good thing. But it is very soft. Is it soft for you, Meir, Lou?
Yes, it was on the soft side.
Yeah, I also found it. He was you're a little soft, Rabbi.
Yeah, your voice is quite loud, Lou, and Meir's is good. I don't know about
I'm
mine.
not sure why.
Yours is fine too, Roy.
You may have to sit closer to your computer, Rabbi. Now,
It's actually a little worse. Have to find you a new microphone.
You might have to make an adjustment, an internal adjustment through the speaker icon. Anyway.
Is this any better now? Is it any better?
yes, a little bit better. Still,
bit better.
still a little
Okay.
tough, though.
Interesting.
What?
Okay. I think they do that on purpose. They make these laptops purposely with weak microphones and speakers, so you should buy external stuff.
Right, that's what I did. I have an external microphone and speaker.
Yeah, that's why I can hear you so well.
Yeah, I've got them both part of the computer.
All right. We'll see if we can make it better.
All right. Okay,
Roy, have a
thank
good
you
afternoon.
anyway, and we'll see you. Bye for now.
Okay, see you in a few minutes, Rabbi. See you,
Very
Roy.
good. Take a break.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon, Roy.